Hello, Palm Professionals, Tropical Nursery again. Today I want to talk to y'all about some phone calls we get on a daily basis about roots being exposed and the bottom of my trunk is splitting on my palm tree. I think it's diseased or something's happening to it. They always want us to take a look at these trees, and majority of the time it's the same thing, and it's a very simple fix, and sometimes you don't even need to fix it at all. What happens is the trunk will start splitting. You'll get roots starting to poke out of the base and growing up through the ground. Unfortunately, most people think the cure for this is to bury it in soil and mulch. And a lot of lawn guys are going to do that. Homeowners do it. We see it all day, and they'll just mound up 50 pounds of dirt around these things, end up killing your tree. Don't do that. If you do that, don't worry, we also sell new trees. But I'm just going to talk to you today about the aerial roots. So if you notice here, you'll see a lot of the trunk seems like it's splitting. Looks like it's coming apart, and you see all these roots growing way above the ground. This is totally natural occurrence. What you've got is split and flared cortex and pseudo bark. It's caused by the emergence of adventitious roots from the aerial portion of the root initiation zone. Okay. Now I'll explain it to you in a way that most people understand. Palm trees don't actually have bark. They have this very thin, like a pseudo bark on there. It's not like a regular tree, shade tree. And what happens is a lot of these new roots will come out where there's heavy moisture and things in the ground. They'll start to grow and expand out of the base of these things and split this open. It's a natural occurrence. Palm trees do it. Not much to worry about. So they will air prune themselves as they grow. So, naturally they eventually, so you can see the fresh ones here that are light colored, eventually they start turning like this kind of a brown color here. And they'll still stay firm and everything on there, but that's just a characteristic of palm trees. Obviously, with this being this much, you're not going to cover all of this with dirt and soil. Well, you shouldn't cover it with dirt and soil anyways, unless you want a new tree. Again, call me. But now, having said that, anything that's down here on the ground, level with the ground, that's fair game. You can cover that with soil and mulch. It's not going to hurt the tree at all as long as you keep it to a minimum. You're going to want to do maybe an inch or less of soil or mulch over the top of that. And what you can do is, and it'll actually start to naturally redirect those trees down into the ground again and run lateral to where they can be utilized for absorbing nutrients, water, and things like that. Here's another one, the Phoenix canariensis, the Canary Island date palm. Some people call it a pineapple palm. Beautiful tops. These naturally will almost always have roots on the ground around the tree. Not so much up the tree, growing the aerial roots, but down here around the root initiation zone, which is normally the first foot away from the tree trunk, these are normally going to have these. Again, nothing to worry about. It doesn't harm the tree at all. You can put some soil or mulch around there, about an inch. That's about it. Now you start talking about some of the other Phoenix palms, like Phoenix sylvestris, Phoenix dactylifera, which are the date palms, medules, silver date's another nickname for the sylvestris. But these will actually grow them up the trunk a lot higher. Obviously, these have a lot of height to them. They do air prune themselves. You can see they're not alive anymore. You can't do anything about those. Do not try to bury those. You for sure will kill your tree. All joking aside, you don't want to do that. These things are expensive. Another one that is notorious for it that I just mentioned is the Phoenix dactylifera. These grow them 3 and 4 feet up the trunk easily. So if you can see here, starting here all the way down, obviously you're not going to cover all of this with dirt. These are just adventitious roots. Like I said, they grow out of the base of it, they grow down and then into the root initiation zone. So it's pretty natural to have those down there. Don't worry about it. If they're on the ground, cover them with a little bit of dirt or mulch. If they're up the trunk, just leave them be and you'll be fine. So I hope that helped out anybody that always has those questions, or if your neighbor's having the questions, maybe show them the video. If you need to give us a shout, we're always here. That's what we do all day, every day. So I hope this helped, and I hope you enjoyed another free tip today from Palm Professionals Tropical Nursery. If you did mess up your tree, give us a call. We got new ones. Thanks.